All right, I think we've got this thing up. Welcome back to another vintage horror watch party. In today's video, we'll be watching The Brain Eaters from 1958. And that one stars Leonard Nimoy, who you probably know as Spock from the original Star Trek series. I don't think I've ever seen this one before, but with a lot of these old movies, it's always hard to know simply because I watched a lot of these like when I was a kid, super late at night on like TV1 and the I think the channel on Ozstar was TCM. I believe that's what it was called, when they'd play a lot of the old horror and sci-fi movies later on. And all of these are in the public domain as well, which means they are free to reproduce. You're free to do with them what you will. So yeah, I guess I will start the movie. I mean, with a name like The Brain Eaters, how can you not love that?
A few weeks ago, Riverdale, Illinois was just another quiet, small town. Then on that Saturday shortly after midnight, a living nightmare began.
What the hell is this? Alright. I don't see Leonard Nimoy's things here. Oh, there it is, Leonard Nimoy.
Sunday, about an hour before nightfall, my fiancée and I were returning from a trip to her family's home in the country. Our wedding date was set. Everything was right with the world. We were on the way back to town to tell the good news to my father.
And then they just shake the camera around so they don't actually have to damage the car. It's classic. Oh no, not little Fido.
All of them. Dead.
What is it?
Is that a UFO?
I don't know.
That has to be a UFO, right?
48 hours later,
Oh, it's
in
cutting
Washington,
cutting
a hastily
straight to
summoned UFO
Washington.
committee
Yeah.
anxiously awaited to see a special screening of top-secret Army films. Delaying
Classic.
the proceedings was the late arrival of Senator Walter K. Powers.
What a name. I want to change my name to Walter K. Powers.
Light.
A ravine 6 miles south of the town of Riverdale, Illinois. 48 hours ago, discovery was made of a great cone-shaped object. The cone stands 50 feet high, has a base diameter of 50 feet. The nature of the cone, undetermined.
What a bloody annoying
Origin,
thing.
Oh, welcome.
unknown.
Good to hear your voice again.
Hello.
Efforts made to determine the composition of the
Oh,
cone by
God.
Dr. Paul Kettering, principal scientist for Project Damper, have proven futile. The surface of the cone has a total resistance to pressure, heat, acid. Coincidental with the discovery of the cone is the brutal slaying of several of the town's leading citizens. Townspeople questioned provided stories of strange sightings on or about the time of the discovery of the cone. One report cited the appearance of a fiery horse-drawn chariot in the sky. All reports inconclusive. As of this report, the origin and the nature of the cone remain unknown.
Lights.
Here I was thinking this was going to be a zombie movie, but it's a freaking alien movie, isn't it?
I don't know whether you gentlemen
It could
are
still
aware
be
of it,
zombie
but on
aliens.
directive from the executive
God
branch,
damn it.
I've been given a free hand in the matter of this ship.
Old
I
sci-fi
want
movies
some
are
action.
awesome.
I have the people's interests at heart.
Yeah, I know.
But I will not
the
have my
giant claw
hands
is
bound
a
by lack
good
of all the
example.
facts. Dan, call the
But,
hotel and tell them to pack our things. Then call the airport and charter a plane. We're heading for that little town of Riverdale.
You just
I
saw
wanna
Brain
see this
Eaters
thing
and assumed
firsthand.
it was going to be zombies.
Hell yeah, man. I was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck
This is
yeah.
great.
Brain-eating zombies.
Hell yeah, that's what I was in the
See
mood
that
for.
Warwick K. Powers will not tolerate departmental interference. That if that spaceship film has been doctored in any way, he stands in a very shaky position. Lay
Not
it on.
departmental
I want him
interference.
to keep
Yeah,
so
we
busy
can't be
cleaning
having
out his
that.
own closet that he won't find time to get in my way out there at that ship.
I'll use the old investigation threat. That always works.
Good.
Garrett? Garrett, I'm going to poke so many holes in that spaceship fairy tale, the lid'll be off in 24 hours.
Wow.
That man's teeth are just wild.
The music is so dramatic.
I love it. It's great. And yeah, like when they did the car crash and it was like just the
Washington
shaking
had
of
wired ahead that
the
Walter K.
camera, I
Powers
was like,
was to arrive in Riverdale to take charge of the spaceship investigation. Powers had requested that there be no publicity whatsoever.
spaceship investigation.
Mr. Powers? Yes. Dan Walker.
You lied to me, brain
Oh,
eaters.
Where's the mayor?
Well, he's not
I didn't lie to you.
I'm his
The
son.
guy on the left
Hey.
kind of looks a bit like a brain
Why isn't he
eater.
here?
You didn't tell me a damn thing. Here I was thinking we were going to watch a movie about a giant spider.
We've got 3 murders in our hands.
The mayor?
No, at least we're hoping against it. He's disappeared, though. There's no word of any kind.
Sounds to me like a Department of Law Enforcement has an abundant supply of bunglers. Do I have transportation?
Do you know what I
All
love?
right, let's
You
get
know
out to
what I
that
really
ship or cone or
hope
whatever it
we
is.
wish we'd be able to watch on stream? The Blob. Both the original and the later one from like '88, I think.
You know what? Actually, can we do it for the podcast?
Yeah, we can do that.
Also, is that guy's mustache like really tiny and like little L-shaped?
The guy on the left.
Oh, I don't know. That guy had that. Whatever.
I wonder if
He
he's
had like
the
a little
alien.
mustache and it was like blonde. Oh no, that guy's definitely the alien. Shady AF.
It's annoying that he looks like just a regular bloke.
Entering the restricted ravine area,
Oh
I
man.
had the feeling that we were being watched. Although there wasn't a
Holding
soul
a glowing
around.
orb.
The sheriff had instructed his men to keep the woods clear of curiosity seekers. Every precaution was being
Yeah,
taken
that
to
guy.
safeguard
The old
scientific
guy with the
equipment
teeth.
and the scientists
You know, I've got a zombie
whose work
tattooed
had to
right there.
continue unhampered.
There's a brain eater for you.
This is Alice Summers, Dad's secretary. She's
What?
helping Dr. Kettering with his
I've got a
paperwork.
zombie tattooed on my forearm.
Yeah, I know
Mr. Walter
about
K.
that.
Powers,
Hi.
Dan Walker.
How is it coming along?
Well, Dr. Kettering's all set to go inside the cone.
You mean no
That
one's
guy
been
does
inside
have
yet?
a mustache.
What's the holdup?
It's just
Yeah, but
ripped
it's
white.
like really
Powers,
blonde.
that thing may have changes
yeah,
we don't know.
Oh,
okay,
it could be
good.
grey. It's
Peppering
like
come down from up
it's like
there?
a pencil
He
mustache.
and Dr. Weiler are making a
Yeah,
test
okay,
of
I'm
it.
glad it wasn't
Kind of.
me imagining
test.
things.
They're sending sound impulses into the tunnel
Oh,
to
the
determine its
cone.
length.
Okay, I know what the cone is now. It's a giant
I'm going up
cone.
there.
Mr. Powers, Dr.
Made out
Kettering
of
may not
tinfoil.
like that.
Alright, just climb it.
He's like, I am so not old. I can
What?
do this.
Dr. Kettering?
Why is
You
his
must be
coat
Walter K. Powers.
buttoned
I'm
up
Dr.
like
Wilder.
that all the way?
can
It
see
makes
that.
him look so awkward.
It's because
Matter
he's
with
like
him? Is he
3
hard of
brain
hearing?
eaters in a coat,
39.7 ratio. Test
stacked on top of
negative.
each other.
Check.
Providing
Hello,
they're
Powers,
the
I'm
size
Paul Kettering.
of a raccoon.
You know why I'm here. I want action.
Good.
Oh no, here we go.
We can use some. So far, our batting average is 0.
Not quite
Oh,
zero.
that's a bummer.
I understand this ship had some kind of markings. They were destroyed.
You can see the mustache more clearly
That's
now.
impossible.
Hmm.
First, let me say, we haven't determined whether it is a ship. And as for any markings, before a single hand touched that cone, it was photographed from every conceivable angle. Black and white, color, still, motion picture, spectrographs. Everything's open to your inspection.
Who took these photographs?
My staff and I. Look, this thing is indestructible. To remove any markings, you'd have to alter the surface. And that, Mr. Powers, is impossible.
Nothing's indestructible. Give the wind enough time, and it can wear away a mountain.
That's true though. That's quite true. Water,
Well, as you
taking
can see, not
jagged
a
rocks
mark.
and running
I've
across
tried
and making
everything
them
science knows
smooth
of.
takes
Diamond bit
many
drills,
times.
metal-eating acids, all with no success.
much time.
Where does that
many
opening
time.
lead?
As yet, we don't know.
Only wait a minute.
Yeah.
Ship has to have a control room, place for an
Is
engine of
Sean in
some
the chat?
kind, place for fuel,
I
living
don't
quarters.
think so. I think it's just
Yeah,
us
well,
at the
since we can't
moment.
determine what it's made of, you can scarcely expect anybody to know what its function is. Since we haven't found out what's on the other side of the metal by penetrating it, we can't find out what's down inside the tunneling. Watch this.
Okay.
What's it mean?
It means
Yeah.
the tunnel is cyclic.
Is what?
The point of origin becomes the point of return.
I can do without
And
the
that's
double
how you do
talk.
an experiment.
I don't like to push you, Kettering, but you science boys tend to get all wrapped up in your test tubes, and the obvious things escape your attention. I've got to have something to report. I want action, not theories. I want to know what's on the inside of that ship.
Well, I
Maybe
suppose now's as good
try
a time
not
as any.
shooting at it.
Don't you think it wise to be armed?
So, wait, so he stuck a gun in there and shot it, and it's like bouncing around.
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna
What?
go in there with a gun again.
I don't know.
In the dark, with no protection.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's
now.
got a gun now.
What's really
Get my
on
brain
the
eaten.
inside of that thing?
Apparently, because
I
it's not
don't
about
know.
zombies.
Dr. Wilder, it has been a long time. Could anything have gone wrong?
I don't know.
How long has he been in there?
Too long.
Oh my god, his hand froze.
Put on the gun belt. Go on in there.
That old guy with the white hair looks very familiar.
Listen.
Sean, g'day.
I didn't even hear Sean.
Oh, he said something in the chat.
Kettering, are you all right?
Oh, in the like words chat.
Yeah. Text chat.
Ah,
A little worse for
the
wear.
words chat.
What did you find?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's tunneling all the way through, spiral, like a toy railroad train, up and down over and over again.
Well, the thing has some purpose. What's it for?
I don't know.
Hello? Hold the line. Glenn, it's the sheriff.
Yeah? The mayor's back.
Okay. Okay.
I'm so confused. What is going on? Why is he... Oh, I guess he got his brain eaten, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Hey, Glenn, he's still up there. Let's go up. Hey, Ryan, stay put and keep your eyes
Or,
open.
no. That's tense.
Kind of good acting right there. Like, just that.
Yeah.
Dad, are you all right?
I
Dad,
think my
Dad was worried.
thing might be
You
a
left
little
no
bit
word.
behind you.
I left word with Alice.
Yeah,
Alice,
probably
didn't you
is.
give him my message?
Hang on.
Mayor Cameron, you didn't say anything to me.
Oh, didn't I? I was sure I had.
Where you been all this time, Mayor? I'm on our water Cape Powers down from Washington. I'm here to keep this spaceship business in check. Don't you think you picked a very poor time to absence yourself from office?
Washington is not running this town. I am.
Dad, Mr. Powers is only trying to
Wasn't
help.
he just about to off
Are you
himself?
siding against your father?
Yeah.
Sorry,
And they
Dad.
all walked in?
Yeah.
You don't look well.
I feel fine.
You do look kind of pale, Mayor Cameron.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
that's
you're
convincing.
welcome in this town anymore, Dr. Kettering.
Now, hold on, Cameron. If I have to push my weight around, I will. Riverdale's not a republic. It's part of the USA. One telephone call from me and this town goes under martial law. Now, let's not make...
Get out! All of you, get out!
Mr. Powers, please wait. Dad, there is something the matter. What is it?
I said get out! And keep away from that door! Wait a minute, what's going on here?
What is that on the back of your neck, Mayor?
There's nothing on my neck.
I say there is. Do you mind if I take a look at it?
Don't go near him.
Why don't you give the gun to Glenn?
Hmm.
He's your son. Surely you trust him. All we want to do is help you.
Dad,
Interesting.
may I have the gun?
I like how they picked an actor that looks absolutely nothing like him.
You know what? It's funny you said that because I thought the same thing before when he killed his dad, and I was like,
Alright, just shot him in the legs.
okay.
What's that on his neck?
Great, now it's a vampire movie.
What is he wearing? The guy.
Wow. Fashion.
What did you find out?
Well, I want to wait and hear what the doctor has to say before I draw any conclusions.
You're so tired. You've got to get some rest.
I'm all right.
Well, what?
Well, we can't say yet. We'll know in a moment. Oh, it's all right, Doctor. Go ahead.
Ow!
You alright?
None of you should feel any sense of
My
guilt
cat
about
just
the
knocked
mayor's
my
death
iPad
because
down
of the
onto my
shooting.
foot.
What do you mean?
Oh, that sucks.
You would have died anyway.
Ow!
It works like this, Powers.
Hope you're okay.
That thing on the
I'm
back of the
fine.
mayor's neck had two piercing instruments. They attached themselves to the central nervous system at the base of the neck. Now, we don't quite know how it worked, but when the thing was crushed and the instruments withdrawn, they secreted something in the form of an acid. And this acid destroyed the mayor's nervous system. So without the shooting, death would have ensued in, well, what would you say, Doctor?
24 to 48 hours. Just enough time for the acid to do its work. You mean if there are any more of these things around, and they get on somebody's back,
Yeah, right.
the person will live only so long as the thing is left untouched? That's it.
Because once this thing attaches itself to the victim's
Wait,
back,
so there's
Well, the victim isn't
literally
human
nothing
anymore.
about having people's
going to tell
brains
the
being
others about
eaten in
this?
this.
Well, the
Well, I have to
acid
tell them
eating
something.
is eating their brains.
this is to be kept strictly confidential, Doctor. Will you make your report out that way?
I understand. If you need me, feel free to call upon me, will you?
I will, thank you, Doctor. All right, we're sitting on a powder keg. Now, I want you to listen closely to everything I have to say and not repeat a word to anyone.
Notify all the men we're on a 24-hour duty. If anybody wants me, I'll be out at the cone.
I'm waiting to see Spock. Because Leonard Nimoy's in this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen him yet, and I want to see him.
No. He's what's the word?
Is this dead guy gonna be Spock?
That would be so funny. Or is he gonna be the alien?
Yeah, maybe.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, get tricked.
Wow.
That's a cool shot. This movie would have cost fuck all to make. Because there's like nothing. They don't show anything. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, so they're all like zombified now.
Yeah, I guess. But in like the traditional sense, like a zombie being like a victim that's being controlled.
Yeah.
Because that's what zombies originally were. The undead were ghouls back then. Spock, where you at?
Yes.
This is a piece that we got off the mayor. Reflex action like a snake. Cut a snake in half and the two pieces go off in different directions.
How long can it do that?
Oh, I'd say till the cellular structure begins to break down, I suppose.
Second.
Your hands are like ice. Why don't you get some rest? I can manage here alone. I'd feel less guilty if you did.
About the parasites.
Now, what have
Take them
cold
anymore?
hands got
Why
to
don't you
do
let
with
me worry
needing
about
rest?
Can't you get some rest?
I can't. I want to help.
It's just how the world was
Right, then,
back
let's get back
then.
to work.
Yeah, alright.
In feeding the mouth parts, rupture the cells,
Oh no.
Convey the food to the stomach
It's been
by
pulled along via a string.
pumping action.
Blech. Anything involving parasites just makes me feel gross. Oh no.
Don't hit him with something, hit it!
Oh, the clipboard. He's gonna chop his arm off. Chop it off. Chop it off. Oh. I guess fire works. Oh no.
Hello?
It's inside him now.
No, they burnt it off.
Did they? Did they though? Did we see it burn off?
I've got an idea about this coal out here. I
Da-da-da.
don't know why it didn't occur to me before. Yes, can you get out here right away?
Yeah, okay, I'll be right over.
Yeah, she's cleaning him up now.
Wilder's come up with something. We have to pick up the others and go right over.
It didn't take Kettering long to round up the others. Once again, we were on the way to the restricted area. Weiler had come up with a new angle. Of course, we all hoped that it was a solution to the mystery of the spaceship. As we entered the woods, we discovered that the roadblock signs had been removed from the highway, and there wasn't a guard on duty. At least we didn't see one.
Those sneaky bastards.
What is it? Look.
You show it in the chat, in the Discord chat?
Like you want me to message him?
No, it's okay. Oh, he's not. He heard me in the stream.
Are you thinking the same thing I am?
Hello!
Hi, Sean.
Hello!
She's pretty.
Most modern rockets, those that are in the planning stage today, come in sections. That is
That
to
was a
say, you
different
have one
woman,
section, control room
wasn't
and
it?
living quarters.
So
Then you
Yeah.
have
just
two more fuel
zero
sections.
sugar isn't bad.
As the fuel sections
I don't
become
think I've had
needless,
it.
empty of fuel, they're cast off. Jettisoned. Simply dead
Watermelon
weight.
bubbly, but it's gone now.
Cone's a fuel section, is that it? We've been wasting our time. The control section's someplace else. Maybe miles away.
This dude's
Not
always
miles
smoking
away.
that pipe.
Simply out of space. Floating perpetually.
Well, we know this is not an American project.
Does the
This
guy
cone
on
is
the
a useless
left
piece of junk.
kind of look like
We're
he
wasting
could
our
play
time.
Dracula? When I
So,
mean like old school.
Come down to the
That
Paris.
guy.
What about it?
No,
Captain?
not the
Well, we
guy with
can't
the
handle it
glasses, not the
single-handed.
old guy.
I did not.
Out of the three
My
guys that
job
were
here is to
standing
help
next
keep a
to each
damper on
other,
this
like the
thing.
young one.
We don't want a nationwide panic in our hands.
Yeah, that
Gotta
one.
keep this thing down to Russell.
The one on the right.
Left.
Just how much of a threat are
The guy with the
The man-
receding
Well, some of this
hairline.
is fact and some of it
Yeah,
is
that
scientific hunch.
they? Give us a rundown and never mind pulling the punches.
I think of Dracula
All
as
right.
handsome.
They're parasites.
Do you?
That means they need
Yes.
something or someone to live on.
The guy on
On
the
their own,
right
those
could
parasites
be
would die.
Well, they
Dracula.
tried animals.
Oh yeah,
Why didn't they settle on
he-
a
animals?
little more at least.
That's the rub.
more
They wanted more than
handsome,
just
yeah.
life.
Like I would call him
They
handsome.
tried animals
the other
through
guy
ignorance.
not so much.
They didn't
Yeah, no.
understand earthly forms. They didn't know which animal, including man, was best suited for this environment. So they experimented. Trial and error.
You mean they can think? It shows the mayor. That shows they can think.
These things take
Cold
over a
tonight.
man's mind. He becomes a
Yeah, it
robot,
was
a
colder last
machine
night,
taking
yeah.
orders.
Yeah, it was
Except for
freezing
one
last
thing.
night. Freezing,
Yeah.
freezing.
It may not show on the outside. A victim may act normally.
Well, they haven't moved in on us in force yet. If we can find out where they're nesting, we may get the jump on them. There's another part to this ship, and we've got to find it. Glenn, this is your town. Draw up a map. Outline search zones. I'll call the sheriff and have him get his men organized.
To find the alien cockroaches.
Spock, where are you?
What is wrong with this guy?
He was grabbed, remember?
Oh, of course he was. Because he was one of the ones that got jumped on the
Yeah,
road.
he's got something in the back of his neck, I believe.
Sad
Can't
eyes.
read, Sheriff. No matter. This calls for the state militia. I'll wire the governor.
What about the folks in town? They'll know something's up if you call in the militia.
You have a local radio station, don't you? I'll arrange for the
This guy
radio station to
escalates
make an
things very
announcement
quickly.
by
Yeah.
having a civil defense drill.
Quick,
Nothing
go
to
under
get excited
martial
about,
law.
Just routine.
Well,
Bring in the
here's
military
map.
immediately.
Not a good job.
He's just like, I
It's a
can't
map.
get under
You're
the
not
local
gonna
police.
start a search
Call,
now, are you?
call the army.
Why not?
Oh, I just thought. Well, perhaps you're right.
I did grab a box of barbecue shapes,
Well, I thought we'd
but
break
I
up
did
into
not
three
get Sunky
groups.
Zero Sugar. I
First
almost
thing,
got
though, we ought to
tempted
get
to
the girls
buy
back into town.
We're in on
Mountain
this
Dew,
too. We'll search on
what's
our own if
like
you
the
won't
major
take
melon
us. I'm not gonna
flavor,
stay in
zero
town by
sugar,
myself.
but
Okay.
I
I'll change it
was like,
around.
nah, don't do that. Just get
Kettering,
waters instead.
You and
Straight up
Alice
waters.
can take this area. Powers, Dan Walker, and Weiler can cover this area.
I feel like some vegan
Elaine and I will
donuts
work
though.
here.
Like I really could
I
smash
think
a
we ought to
vegan
agree.
donut.
God. All
If
can
anyone
stop
finds
talking
a
about
trace of
food
the other part
things.
of the ship, go to the city hall.
Because I
We'll
have
meet back there.
no donuts.
Nobody
and
should
no
act on his
cake.
own.
We'll need weapons.
We have them in our supplies.
All right, we wasted enough time. Let's go.
Sean said it's yucky.
What's yucky?
Presumably the new Mountain Dew flavor.
No, I don't really drink soda.
Paul, what if we should come
Neither
upon
do I.
something? This
I'll
other part of the
occasionally have
ship?
like Solo
Yeah.
No funny business.
or like raspberry Fanta, and
We'll
that's
report
about it.
back to the others.
Or like lemonade.
Where is
Scared.
Spock?
I'd be lying if I said
Oh
I
my god,
wasn't.
what if he's gonna be like the main alien dude that controls all the alien
I think we should
cockroaches?
I
have
think
Well,
that's the
let's
guy
search.
with the orb.
Would you
But you could be right.
Because
Doesn't
if there's
look
another
like
part of the
him,
ship, we do find it. We couldn't do very much about
I
it.
don't think
could
it.
we?
I don't think it looks like.
Like
him.
Leonard Nimoy is very
Like,
Distinctive
Let's see.
looking.
yeah.
That's why he's
But he
my
won't have the
assistant.
pointy ears here. You've got to
You
remember.
take
No, but like his face
They're
is
great
still
talk.
very distinct.
Aussie flyers.
You know what I mean?
Well, this is 58, so it's quite a few years before Star Trek.
I know, but I just feel like we would have recognized him by now. Did you Google what character he was?
No, I don't. I don't research the movies because I don't want to spoil anything.
Fair enough.
I know I'm the worst.
You're really not. It's probably how you meant to do it. God almighty. Oh my god. Fuck me. I just dropped my iPad again, sorry.
Oh my
All
god.
recovered, man.
This is not having a good time.
Is he?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Ew, it's like vampire puncture marks except in the back of the neck. That's so weird.
What you're hearing now is the cause of his death. The smartest thing for us to do is to get out of here.
Escape.
Sucked on a watermelon ghost drop and collected their slight watermelon tinged saliva in a Mountain Dew bottle and put some pink fruit dye and shook it up. Now that makes me want to try it. I remember ghost drops. They made your tongue funny colours.
Ew. Watermelon saliva flavor?
It's all right. The wind slammed it shut.
What wind? There's no fucking wind. Look from the outside. Aren't they outside?
No bullet holes in the door.
Still breathing.
Back then, they just shot the gun. Like, there was never any, like, damage.
Yeah. There's a fire.
This guy is a fool. What's he doing?
He's a moron.
Do you know what movie was better than this? The robot versus the Aztec mummy.
Oh my god, that was wild.
There's a perfectly good door right out there. What the? They're standing next to the door. Just go through the door.
I thought they were
Had an
outside.
object lesson on how not to conduct a
I'm so
search.
confused.
I guess we'll call a halt until in the morning. Powers, did you contact the governor on getting the state militia out here yet?
I had trouble getting the telegraph out of bed, but he's on his way to the office now.
What are these doing in here?
What?
These big glass jars.
Don't touch him!
Don't touch it. Oh.
Get mad, bro.
Unless
Sean's
I
already
missed my
looked it
bet,
up. He's
these
some bloke
jars are
named
connected with the
Professor Cole.
parasite.
How?
Yeah, okay, so they haven't
The
come
mayor is
across
the
him
only
yet.
person with one of these on him yet. On their own, the parasites can't move around from one place to the other rapidly. They just aren't made that way. They were going to have the mayor plant these jars where they would do the most harm. And in each jar, a parasite.
You've hit it on the head, Captain. Now I know
Bloody
what to look
spoiler
for.
alert there, Sean.
Send that water.
Well, not really. It's a character's name, but yeah.
Telegraph office.
This is Powers. Sorry to pull you out of bed. This is urgent. Urgent and confidential. Is that clear?
All right. What's the message? Governor Clinton, state capitol.
Governor Clinton, state capitol.
Situation urgent. Phone me at once. Care Riverdale. Signed Walter K. Powers. Hello? Hello?
Yes, I'm still here. Have you got that message? Yes, I've got it. Situation urgent. Phone me at once. Care Riverdale. Signed, Walter K. Powers. That's right. I want that sent direct. It's already there.
Good. Thanks for getting out of bed. Good night.
Cheers for the follow.
Everything
Whoever whacked that
peaceful
follow.
here. Spaceship, pure bunk.
This has to be one of the most low budget movies I've ever seen in my life. It just does not look expensive at all. Like, they could have... Yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say, I think the look of it is fine.
No, the look
It's
is
just
fine.
The acting is just not.
Yeah, the
Right.
look's fine. It just, like... It just seems like they could have made this for, like, $100.
I mean, I think some of the other movies we've watched are pretty much on par with that. But I don't know, I feel like the look is fine. It's just some of the acting is really not great.
It's definitely, like, a C-grade movie.
Yeah, like it's not even like good bad.
And it's not even, like, crazy. Like, because you know how when you watch, like, Plan 9 from Outer Space, it's actually insane. And you're watching it and, like, it's like a terrible movie, but the charm is in how crazy it is.
I wish I could say that, yes, I do know what that feels like, but I don't. Because I haven't seen it. But, in regards to watching other terrible good movies, yeah. Like, literally nothing makes me happier than watching a terrible 80s movie.
Yeah, like these terrible movies. Ooh, what is that? It looks gross.
Ew, oh, ew.
You should eat it, Mary.
Blech.
Is he gonna crawl on the floor? Oh, they're gonna use the camera and it's gonna be from like a POV?
Why is the scary thing from the water?
Dude, I wonder if Sam Raimi got like inspired by this to do his like evil force shot for Evil Dead. Like
even the noise is like kind of, but yeah, the shot is definitely. It's a powerful monster. It's alive. She's very pretty though.
that's what every emo band in like 2006 looked like.
Why does looking at them make me think of Sand and Slot? Oh, she's joined them now, has she?
Maybe. They need a cutie in their ranks.
They need a queen.
Alien queen.
Hell yeah. I imagine that she is because the walk is very... Oh, yeah?
I tell you what, you never see dudes with beards back then.
No, they were pretty much all clean shaven.
They've got her.
Or mustache.
At least she's still alive.
Yeah.
We'll find a way.
No, it can't be. If I kill that thing, that means that we have to kill her. And if we let it live, that means that she'll be a menace to everyone else.
Where to now?
Out to the cone, where else?
Thought we gave that up.
I haven't. How about you?
I think you may be right.
When we got to the ravine, still another mystery greeted us.
Yeah.
Dr. Weiler and the others had discovered a dying man who presumably came from inside the spaceship. Kettering recognized the man as Professor Helsingman, who vanished with an entire scientific expedition 5 years ago.
Elaine, there's a medical kit over in the tent. Will you get it for me, please?
Okay.
Random.
Very random.
Will he live?
No, but he's going to, as long as science can make him.
Why did the thing go away? Why did it leave him?
A car with a bad engine. Would you buy it? He's got a bad heart. It's the same thing.
That parasite off his back. He'll die in a matter of hours. During that time, he'll make trouble, won't he? He'll be out of his mind.
Yes, we'll have to tie him up. Weiler, will you go get us a rope?
Came out of that cone. No doubt about that.
Yes, but was he in the cone to begin with? Or did he go into the cone?
Let's get him to a hospital. We might get something out of him yet. Every minute counts. Weiler, I want you to set up some detection equipment on top of the scaffolding next to the hatch. I want to know if so much as a mosquito goes in or out of it.
I'll get right on it.
That's one hectic comb over.
Hmm.
Where were you last night? We could have used you.
I don't know. I must have been out of the office.
Why'd you take those two
Is
men
he
off the roadblock?
gonna go to back of
Let's
his neck?
face it, Kettering. If somebody wanted to pass the roadblock, all they have to do is skirt it. There's plenty of woods on both sides of the highway. That's why I took them out.
Well, I want those two men that were stationed up there put down here at the foot of the scaffolding, okay?
I'm cooperating.
Good.
Has no one noticed how weird that speech was?
Your name is Helsingman.
No, it was weird.
You are a professor of biochemistry at Wallingsford University. I studied under you.
What are the parasites? Where do they come from? What do they want of us?
Where do they go?
God.
You
Shut
disappeared
up,
nearly
man.
5
You
years
don't
ago.
know anything. Not you. Not you. The
Where have you
other
been all
guy.
this time?
The
You were
other
given
guy.
up for dead. Where is Dr. Cole, who vanished with you?
Kettering.
He knows it's you, Kevin. Get him to talk. You've got to.
What the mother
Helsingman,
flip
are the
is
parasites
showing
from
on
the
here?
cone?
That's from Mighty Boosh.
What is the secret of the code?
Carboniferous.
Carboniferous. Carboniferous age.
Carboniferous.
What's Carboniferous age?
200 million years ago, the coal and oil forming period began. Geologists refer to it as the Carboniferous age. It was the age of insects. Giant dragonflies, 2 feet in wingspread. All kinds of insects, mammoth in size.
You mean the parasites come from the Earth? They've survived in the Earth all this time?
Ooh, here we go.
Death. Oh, death.
Oh.
Death, oh death.
Is he?
Well,
And it's not a spaceship.
what a way to go.
It's from below. Put me through to the governor's office in the state capitol.
Who shall I say is calling?
Below.
Howard, Walter
From
K. Howard.
below.
Put me through.
From
I'm sorry,
below.
sir, the lines are busy.
It's a
And
twist.
where on earth do they think a
Keep trying,
tinfoil
sir.
cone came from?
No, no, this blonde is the cutie of the movie.
Operator.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sir, that lines are busy.
Her side
Governor
profile is
should have
very
called
cute.
hours ago. There's no doubt in his mind as to the urgency of my wire.
Are you sure it was sent?
Positive, that is. Hello, operator?
I can't wait to
Connect
look.
me with the telegraph.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, man.
I'm
What do you-
sorry, sir, that line is busy.
Well, how about my call to the
Yeah,
state
she's
capitol?
pretty.
I'd wife her.
sir, that line is busy.
There's something funny going on here. Hello, operator? Connect me with the water commissioner's office.
I'm sorry, sir, that line is busy.
All right, operator, thank you.
They're in there too.
Well, that does it. They've got communications tied up.
While Powers and Walker went to the
Does she
radio
kinda
station
look like,
in an attempt to broadcast an alarm to the state capitol,
She looked familiar.
Kettering and I
Sabrina
stopped at the
Carpenter.
telegraph office to find out if the governor had
Little.
sent a reply to Powers' urgent message.
I know
The
what you
place
mean.
was
though.
dark. Seemed as though it was closed for the night. But Kettering noticed figures moving about inside. The telegrapher appeared at the door. Kettering asked him about the telegram Powers was expecting from the governor. The telegrapher was angry, his answer abrupt and negative. Kettering demanded an explanation, but was attacked instead.
Looks like he didn't have a reaction at all, actually.
He tripped over his leg. He tripped over his leg.
Are you all
Worst
set?
fight ever.
I don't know, man.
This
This
is
is
Walter
probably
K.
the worst
Powers in
movie we've
Riverdale.
watched.
This message is directed to anyone
I
outside
still
the
like it,
Riverdale
but
area
it's
who can hear my
Debatable,
voice.
but yeah,
I repeat, this message is directed to
it's
anyone
not one that
outside
I've
the
enjoyed
Riverdale
as
area.
much as the others do.
I think Bride of the Monster was the best one. The one with Bela Lugosi and that amazing speech.
That speech was
Race
beautiful.
of Atomic Superman.
I'll go up and check the recording device I set up by the hatch to see if anything's been up there. You two stay down here and map out a plan for searching the tunnel.
I don't know if I'd be of much help.
I never met a man who thought so little of his own abilities.
Oh, that's great.
Hi. Has anyone been up near the hatch since you two boys have been on duty?
Not a soul, sir. Why? Do you want one of us stationed up there?
Who's
No,
back
I
is
was just
me.
checking. We have equipment up there to detect any movement around the hatch.
I think that
No one's
means
been
like
up there, sir. You can be sure of
they've
that.
got a parasite.
Yeah, but who?
I don't know who, but I saw it on the other guy's back. Like it
Yeah.
puffed his shirt out, like the back of his shirt out.
Yeah, for sure. I did it with the girl as well.
Yeah.
With her nightgown. Well, it wasn't her nightgown, it was her overcoat, but... That was fake too, on my
The guy that was facing the two on the phone.
No, can't remember.
Where's Leonard Nimoy?
Told you he'd be right at the end, man. Duck.
What's wrong? What are they shooting at us for?
They're trying to get back in the damn cone.
Awesome.
Dramatic. Oh, guys, don't need to go through.
What is it? What happened? What did you kill them for?
Look.
The parasite.
What did you kill them for?
They're still alive. We'd better reload. We're going inside the cone right now.
Not anymore.
I wonder if they'll find Spock inside the cone.
It's entirely possible. He's just like, this is where I live.
They're literally just crawling through like a pipe right now. Dude, I could make this exact movie, remake it, with a bunch of like novice actors for like $500. Less than that, I reckon.
Yeah, look, I could probably be the girl that was sleeping. I can do that.
Yeah, alright.
Come in,
Settled.
That's about the extent of my acting.
Oh, dude, that was
You may
Spock's voice.
stop there.
Yeah, it's Spock's voice.
There's no doubt.
Oh.
Yes.
You're Professor Cole.
Yes.
I was Professor Cole.
What do you mean, you were?
Now I hold a position of a much higher order.
I presume you're like the others.
Oh, he's in charge of them.
No will of your own. You take your orders from that thing on your back.
There is nothing on my back.
That's what it tells you.
And these glasses.
Gandalf the White.
There's nothing in them, I suppose.
You speak directly to me. We are in complete harmony. We are inseparable. There is no conflict of purpose here as there is among mankind. We will not engage in combat. No violence of any kind. Why should we? When we can scatter quietly like seeds in the wind.
You mean spread like a disease, like some vile plague from the corruptions of the earth.
Our social order is pure, innocent.
This could have been a Star Trek
It has the
episode.
exactitude of mathematics. We shall force upon man a life free from strife and turmoil.
Look, I'm pretty sure like every sci-fi franchise has had some kind of parasitic
as a gift,
episodes
rather than as
before.
something earned.
Speak in riddles.
How many more are there in your world?
He's describing
We
communism.
that you see here are the founders. Though few in number, we shall organize man to aid us in bringing the others to the surface. It will take time. But we have learned patience in 200 million years.
We are not so well adjusted. When we've reached the end of our patience, your flesh and blood, drop it. I said drop it! Carry! The leeches!
The Bible special of Jesus' resurrection.
Oh, these ones have antlers. What the fuck? Attack of the fuzzy slippers.
Spock, come back. Your character is cool.
Fire everyone! Up in the ravine, fast!
Acquire everyone. I think it meant gather everyone.
Yeah, but the speech is a bit off in this movie, let's be honest.
What are they waiting for?
Let him
This
wait.
guy's just chilling on some grass.
We need the time. Glenn, I've got an idea. You think you can salvage that power truck we saw stopped on the highway?
I might. Why?
You think you can manage it alone? We've got to stay here and keep an eye on the cone.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, send the useless guy away.
What's that thing?
It's a harpoon gun, more or less. Air pressure type. Power company used it to get their lines over difficult terrains.
Have they tried anything yet?
Not a sign of movement.
Quick,
Quiet.
use the water sipped by
Say up
Abigail
something.
Breslin,
I can
like
feel
in
it in the air.
Signs.
Glenn,
I haven't
I'm
seen
going
that
down the other end of the
movie for
ravine.
years.
When I give you the
It's one
signal,
of the
you
best.
fire the gun. And keep everybody clear of this cable. And when I get over the other side, you secure the end of this cable onto the end of that heavy electrical cable you saw in the back of the truck, okay?
Kettering
Glenn's
reached a
not gonna
point
remember
directly
that.
on the opposite side of the ravine.
Yeah,
and signaled for me to fire
Abigail
the harpoon
Breslin's
gun.
in a really good movie, a zombie movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you heard that correctly, called Maggie. It's like really emotional.
The next step was to tie his end of the wire to a tree.
That tree doesn't look that big. I'm pretty sure the 200 million year old cone would be more
I
sturdy
wasn't
than
sure
that
of
tree.
Kettering's plan, but followed his instructions nevertheless. I made doubly sure that my end of the wire was firmly tied to the heavy electrical cable from the power truck. Then I signaled back to Kettering, and he started to pull the wire on his side.
That's freaking
The
dope.
electrical cable moved out over the ravine until it was strung but an inch or two away from the cone.
What is all this, Kettering? What's your plan?
You see those lines on top of that high-tension tower?
What about them?
Those lines carry anywhere from 60 to 80,000 volts. They'd like nothing better than an easy path to ground. If it did, you'd see some pretty fancy fireworks. The kind that kills.
You've got to feed the current in that cone.
Sounds good. There's just one thing.
What's that?
Who's going up there and splice that cable onto it? Suicide, plain and simple. No. I'm against it.
He's right, Kettering. I'm not going up there, I can tell you that. And we're not going to let you do it either.
Nobody has to go up there.
What do you mean?
Shoot the harpoon into the
This'll do
hole.
it for us. We'll shoot the other end of the cable up there. All right, everybody, back behind the power truck.
Kettering, do you want me to stay on? Just say the word.
You want to?
No, but I intend to just the same.
Kettering!
Oh, his girlfriend.
Oh, come on, man.
Paul, you must listen to me. What I had to say means everything to me.
Alice, whatever you have to say, it's not of your own making.
No, Paul, you're wrong. I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong.
Alice, you must come down. There's no time left.
There is time, Paul. You can give it to us.
Say it. Go ahead.
Listen and believe. If peaceful means fail, they'll be compelled to use force. Do you understand?
Alice, will you come with me? I make you this solemn promise. If it takes me the rest of my life, I'll find a way of freeing you. I believe in that so strongly, I know I won't fail.
Never. How could I ever think that I loved you?
Well, I mean, romantic.
Glenn, fire the gun!
It's murder. He's as good as dead. He gave the order. Fire the gun.
I can't.
Now, you listen to me. Either fire that gun or give it to me. Fire the gun!
Drama.
Nothing could have lived through that.
We have to make sure.
Let's get at it.
Why are they going
They're
in there
all
now?
dead, every last one of them.
For Christ.
No, there's still some people in town.
I'll attend to that. Watch my dust. We'll get them. Or you don't know all the clean powers. Yeah, Twilight. We've still got a job to do. Come on.
The end. Oh wow. Well, you know what that means. We do our classic trivia search. The end.
What did I just watch?
It was definitely a movie.
Why didn't we watch the tarantula?
Because it may still be under copyright. All right,
Honestly.
let's have a look at the
Yes, please.
Brain Eaters.
Regale us with your trivia.
Let's have a look. Neb, what's going on, brother?
You just missed such an amazing movie, Neb.
Yeah,
honestly,
it was good.
Like, just
Trivia.
mind blowing. Just so freaking amazing, you know?
Okay. G'day, mate. We got the trivia. The trivia happen right now.
Good time.
Okay. Okay, let's just move this over here like this.
Thank you.
Okay, producer Ed Nelson, who also stars, created the parasites himself using little wind-up toys covered with fur from an old coat and pipe cleaners for antennae.
That explains why they look like slippers.
Yeah, that's why they look so cheap. The producers of this movie were sued by Robert A. Heinlein, who claimed the plot stole several elements of his novel, The Puppet Masters. The suit was settled out of court. Experience the best form of Minecraft. It does look pretty good. The film music used throughout this movie is credited to Tom Johnson. In fact, virtually the entire score is made up of uncredited recordings of Dmitri Shostakovich's Fifth Symphony. Neither Shostakovich nor his publishers ever received royalties for this music piracy. Get dunked on. Some sources have claimed that the future exploitation director Jack Hill acted in this film. Jack Hill was actually the name being used by veteran actor Cornelius Keefe, who plays Senator Walter K. Powers for his film credits during the 1950s. Okay.
Yeah.
His role as Senator Walter K. Powers became the last role for Cornelius Keefe, ending a career of almost 35 years starting in silent films. He passed away in 1972. That could have been why he was sort of awkward.
Why? Because his name was Cornelius? Or
No, because he started acting in silent movies.
Yeah, right.
Narration was added to the movie during editing because the sound quality was poor and you couldn't hear what was being said by the actors. Notice that actors are talking, but you don't hear them in some parts. The added narration was by Alan Frost. Among the stock music accused from Sergei Prokofiev's score, Alexander Nevsky. To save money in his own film, Ed Nelson, who also produced, wears the same coat he used in Night of the Blood Beast. Oh, maybe we should watch that.
Yes, please.
Cornelius Keefe sounds like a weed superhero. A favourite of late-night TV in the 1960s and 70s, this film was usually referred to by LA horror host Seymour, played by Larry Vincent, as the Attack of the Bunny Slippers because of the cheesy monsters.
I told you.
I love
told
that.
you they look like slippers.
Yeah, you sure did. When the parasites are being explained, this dialogue should obviously be coming from the Doctor. Apparently, producer/actor Ed Nelson snatched much of this dialogue for his own character.
How humble.
Producer/star Ed Nelson and Leonard Nimoy, here in an early role as the lead alien, would over 15 years later co-star in the made-for-TV movie The Missing Are Deadly. Interesting. What are some of the goofs in this movie? Probably the whole movie. The driving scenes frequently switch between day and night. I did notice that. When the Doctor is about to crawl into the ship, he's handed a gun. When the camera angle changes, he's shown wearing a holster on a belt with the gun in the holster. I did notice that as well. While driving back to the cone, scenery changes constantly from day to night. After test firing his gun into the cone, the star's next action is truly inexplicable as well as poorly edited. Then, when exiting the cone, he puts on his holster.
Yeah, okay, I did notice that one.
Yeah. A group of people investigating part of an alien spaceship built up to search for other sections of it. There's a close-up of a couple in a car, and the background shows that it's obviously night. A long shot of a car approaching is in daylight. Then the next car scene is, and it's night. Then it's daylight when a fourth car is seen. Nice.
I feel like that sentence could have been written.
Yeah, who wrote that?
More. Yeah, wow.
Okay, factual errors. During the mayor's autopsy, the doctor says that the people affected by parasites would live only 24 to 36 hours. I think he said 48. Some of the parasite-controlled people lived through the whole movie, longer than what the doctor states. I thought that was only if you removed the parasite, because that started to dissolve their nervous system. When couple are in the cabin coughing, they open the window to escape the smoke, which is only outside the window. What?
Like the smoke was outside the window, but they escaped out the window to get away from it.
Oh, hang on, there's one more continuity error that we missed. When Glenn fires 2 shots through the cabin door, no bullet holes are seen. Yeah, I said that. I said that. Leonard Nimoy's name is misspelled in the opening credits. When Dr. Kettering fires the pistol into the craft's tunnel, it demonstrates that the bullet ricochets throughout. However, what is heard is not just the ricochet, but also the sound of several gunshots, though the gun was discharged only once. I noticed that. During the fist fight, it changes from day to night when close-ups are shown. Jesus. The creature-controlled Alice gets her nightgown trapped in the car door as it drives off from her house. Oh, we should go back and watch that. 10.5 minutes in, one hears a mysterious hawking, throat-clearing sound from the set.
We do?
I didn't notice that.
No, I didn't either.
The missing are deadly. A mentally disabled boy. Oh, there he is, the man.
Leaves a leopard from his sign to his father.
Unknown to him, the
Hey, I
rat
was
is carrying
reading
a
it.
dangerous virus.
Oh. Yeah, what about that other one that you said we should watch that?
Which other one did I say?
If you go back to the other movie, the info on the one that we just watched.
I'll get there. Oh, never mind.
Oh my god. and you go to the
Oh, all of those movies look incredible. Day the
the
World
fun,
Ended. I've
the
seen
fun
that.
fact.
Oh, so we go to the fun facts.
Yeah,
The
you gotta
trivia.
go back to that one.
Okay, is there a movie here that was mentioned?
Yeah, you said.
Oh, Night of the Blood Beast.
Yeah.
An astronaut is killed on re-entry to Earth, but his body is seeded with rapidly gestating aliens.
Ugh.
Hang on, I'm gonna check YouTube to see if that's up in full. Dude, it's right there.
Amazing.
The whole movie. Alright, maybe we watch that next time. Well, I'm going to continue streaming. I'll probably jump on 7 Days to Die, but I'm going to stop recording there, so I've got a decent video to upload to YouTube.